What's up, losers? I had a lot of fun making my video responding to r/niceguys posts. So I decided to make another one. Some of these guys are just so socially inept that it almost defies belief. And as much as I wouldn't want to become the object of their fixation, I sure do get a chuckle out of the deranged rants. So without further ado, let's get into the posts.
Hi, Redacted. My name is Redacted. I think you're adorable, and would love to meet you. Good morning, Redacted. So what do you think? I know it sounds weird, but let's meet at 5 Points Pizza for lunch. Or dinner if you want. Or anywhere you want to go. What do you think? I'm in, Redacted, now. I'm a really nice guy. And will treat you like a lady should be treated.
Sorry, I'm not interested.
I am so disappointed. Listen closely, and you can hear my heart being torn apart. I know it's tough to put your trust in someone you don't know, but every relationship has to start somewhere. When I saw your face, my heart just melted. At least I had one day where my hopes were up. That we could at least meet, and possibly grow from there. I'm here if you should have a change of heart. Redacted. I have so much to offer you. Love, affection, security, and devotion, if you could find it in your heart to give me a chance. You can come live with me in Redacted. You won't need to find a roommate, and I already take care of the bills.
Good lord, this guy is like a sad puppy. Except a lot less cute. And a lot more creepy. How is it possible to invest so much time and emotion into someone who clearly isn't responding at all? I honestly don't get it. Does it not bother him at all that as he's waxing lyrical about his apparently quite intense romantic feelings for this woman, he might as well be talking to a brick wall? How embarrassing. You know how there's the saying, it takes two to tango. Well, this guy clearly doesn't agree. Because he's out here full on monologuing about how completely devoted he is to this woman, and the plans he has for the two of them, despite getting virtually zero reciprocation. My theory is that guys like this actually aren't primarily interested in finding a relationship. Or even sex. They're mainly just interested in hearing the sound of their own voice. Because it makes them feel like a character in some romantic movie. Rather than a sad, lonely guy, screaming into the void. The offer to let her move in and take care of the bills is just the cherry on top. This guy would probably pay her just to share a meal with him, so that he at least had someone to pretend to listen to him. LMAO.
What's up, miss? Hey, lovely, hit me up.
I'm not interested.
Neither was I. You are skinny as frick.
LMFAO, sure dude. You messaged me twice before I replied. Now you're salty AF.
I will break your little ass in the bed. I ain't want your bones sticking me.
LMFAO, stay mad dude. Even likes my profile 1 minute before I suddenly became too skinny. Pathetic.
Never mad, it's your lose.
I'll survive the loss just fine.
You know you want me to pull up.
Nope.
Take you to eat, smoke, or drink something maybe.
Nope. I'm too skinny.
I was mad lol. It's all good. I never had someone tell me they wasn't interested. So what the turn off? Just wondering.
I like nice guys.
I am. Once you get to know me.
Ha ha ha, nothing about this conversation gives me that impression. I'm not interested.
Yes, you are. I think you are very interested.
Not at all. I don't understand how you don't get that.
Oh no, no no no, the cringe factor here is real. This guy thinks he's so slick and the girl is straight up not having it, haha. His whole hard to get, aloof persona is totally undermined by his obvious investment in getting something out of this woman. His attempts to neg her about being too skinny just fall totally flat, because we already know he's keen, haha. As a side note, to all the fat activists who say skinny shaming isn't a thing. Get wrecked, I guess, LMAO. But back to this guy's game. The "I know you want me, baby" is just, yikes. I don't think she does want you, bud. Because if she did, you probably wouldn't have had to go to such lengths to convince her that she did. Maybe the thinking is that he can bamboozle her with reverse psychology. But, regrettably, it doesn't appear to have worked. Finally, as one last Hail Mary play, he tries to convince her that he is, in fact, a nice guy, trademark, once you get to know him. Which raises the question of why, in the whole conversation up to that point, he had tried to pass himself off as some enigmatic bad boy. Like, sometimes if you want to maintain some dignity, it's best to just take the L, rather than desperately floundering and trying to change strategies so late in the piece. Just a thoroughly disappointing performance overall.
Hey.
Hey. That's it. That's all you can fricking muster when you're forced to message someone that you physically liked on here. That's the problem with women these days. They can't fricking do shit themselves. This app is supposed to encourage girls to speak first, and not encourage the double standard of guys being the first to say something. Beaches these days.
I don't have fricking notifications on for this app. I do have a life outside of this. You're gross. Have a nice life.
Wow. So like, this one starts from a point that's almost, just about, more or less, understandable. Like, I'm obviously too cool to use dating apps. But from what my less cool friends tell me, it can be pretty frustrating when people don't respond to messages. But then this guy just goes ballistic and totally annihilates any sympathy that you might otherwise have had for him. Like, this dude is straight up fuming. He must be walking around all day with his jaw clenched and his hands balled into fists. With a response like this, it's hard to think that he wasn't a ticking time bomb. From that perspective, it's probably for the best that he showed this side of himself on the app. Like, what happens if he gets a date with a woman and she rejects him in person? Does he flip a table? Pull out a gun? It's hard to say, but I sure wouldn't want to find out firsthand, haha.
Cycling, and indulging in deep intellectual discussions with people that are my cognitive peer. Very traditional and old-fashioned. This is an obscene dating app. That is a cesspool, filled with degenerates, with a collective IQ of 70. I don't expect to be compatible with anyone with the dating app archetype. My expectations here are very low. So if I find you interesting, consider yourself an anomaly. Also, nothing activates my disgust more than someone that speaks urban slang. It is off-putting and gross.
I sincerely hope that this is satire. If it is, it's really good satire, because I laughed out loud as I was reading it. His whole description of himself as some elegant and sophisticated gentleman is so goofy and pretentious that it just screams neckbeard. Like, can you honestly imagine anyone who even remotely had their sheet together writing anything like this? I think not. It's especially funny seeing him try to navigate the paradox of insulting the dating app and calling its users moronic degenerates, while also, using the app himself. LMAO. Like, does he not realize that if the people on the app have a collective IQ of 70, that includes his own IQ too, haha. What a clown. The urban slang comment sounds kinda racist. But I'm not going to dig into that one too deep, because it's possible this guy just doesn't understand how anything he says comes off. Because he clearly has no social awareness. And as a final observation, his whole, "if I'm interested in you, you're an anomaly" thing is probably supposed to entice people to seek his attention. Because who doesn't want to be special? Right, but the whole way he describes it makes you sound more like a specimen in a petri dish than an actual human being. And it kinda sends a shiver down your spine. So I'm not sure how much success he'll be having with that line, haha. Well, that's all I've got for you today. I hope you enjoyed perusing these trainwrecks with me. Which of these guys were you the most charmed by? I'm going to go with the last guy. Because I love me some deep intellectual discussions. Let me know which one was your favorite in the comments, as well as any other thoughts you might have. Also don't forget to like and subscribe, or I'll break your little ass in the bed, haha. Anyway, catch you later.